I'm always saying intuition is something that we all have and we all use. But I wanted to specifically address athletes. That is one place where I really feel that intuition is something that you really have to rely on in order to get to that superstar level. It's an instinctual feeling that they have on how to act, how to put it into the next drive. And obviously, you have to have skill and you have to do all the things that athletes show up with and do, and passion and just all of those things. But intuitively in a game, they sort of know, and it's happened so many times. I've heard on interviews that they sort of just felt this other thing sort of come into play, and they were not just in the zone, which is intuitive, but also even more focused, and it all just seemed like they understood what the play was going to be, like they could see it all happening. So to me, they are so tuned in intuitively that they actually can foresee where their game is. And I always, when I was a kid, used to think that when I watched some games, especially team sports, it was sort of almost like watching like a chess game come to life, so to speak, because they were all the people that were on, those people were the little pieces that were on the game board, you know what I mean? And they already knew what the next play was in their mind. They already figured it out. If they do this, they'll do that. And they have all the plays and they have all the logical explanations. But then when you're in the midst of a game, things happen, right? And they have to act on their own intuitive wisdom and their own sense of what needs to happen. And I really think that when you're watching sports, especially this weekend with the Super Bowl sort of like hanging in the midst, I think we have to honor their ability to connect with their own intuition to play the game as well as they play it. And like I said, intuition is something I believe that we all have. But these talented athletes really know how to get in the zone. And to me, that means they are intuitively in the groove of how they want to perform and how they see the plays actually playing out, so to speak. And it's sort of a very visual expression of how they use their intuition. And I think it's amazing to watch it. There are other places where I think intuition really is very visual and you can really see how those people are using it. And I'm sure you in your mind are thinking of 10, 20, 30 places where you can actually see somebody using their intuition. But I don't always think that people think about sports and intuition going together. And to me, it's just so apparent how they actually are tuning in and using it to play at such a high level.